Good rugged smartphones are usually expensive and they don't have the best specifications out there. I just came across the Blackview BV7000 Pro, which is probably the best designed rugged smartphone I've ever tested. My name is Linus, learn more in our full review. The phone ships with all the usual stuff, and some extras include the USB OTG cable, a pair of cheap earphones, and a screen protector. It is obvious that the BV7000 Pro is a rugged phone since it is thick and heavy, but I have to say that this is one of the best designed rugged smartphones I've ever tested. It comes in different color options, but I prefer the gold one. The phone has the IP68 rating, meaning that it is water and dust resistant. Also, the rugged body assures that the phone will survive a few accidental drops. Naturally, all the parts are covered with flaps to avoid any water damage. The flaps open up and close easily. We have a 5 inches 1080p display, which is sharp and vibrant, and it is bright enough for outdoor use. Also, the display is covered with a Gorilla Glass 3. Just above the display, we have an 8-megapixel shooter. It's great that we have the LED notification light and nicely backlit capacitive keys. I really love that industrial look of the metal-made sides of the phone, where you can also find nice and tactile buttons. There is another programmable button. I have to say that this has become one of my favorite features of the phone, as you can customize the button in a lot of different ways. The backplate has a somewhat rubberized finish with some really nice looking metal accents. When it comes to optics, we have a 13-megapixel camera and a single LED flash. Most of the rugged phones don't have fingerprint scanners, but the BV7000 Pro has this feature. The scanner is fast and accurate, and it unlocks the phone straight from the standby mode. The loudspeaker quality is above average, I would say. When it comes to hardware, the Blackview BV7000 Pro is one of the most powerful budget rugged phones out there. The phone ships with an octa-core MTK6750 chip, which is clocked at 1.5 GHz, 4 GB of RAM, and 64 GB of expandable storage. You should expect quite a few skipped frames if you want to play games like Asphalt 8 on the very highest graphics settings. On the other hand, playing this game on medium graphics is much better and you may have some enjoyable gaming experience. Finally, the phone does not have any overheating issues. The Blackview BV7000 Pro comes with the Android 6.0 out of the box with a proprietary skin on top of it. The skin removes the app tray and completely redesigns the icons whether you like it or not. There are some customization options like the ability to change the transition effects. Also, there are quite a few motion and gesture controls. As always, I just use a couple of them and they work pretty well. Most importantly, I didn't have any issues with the phone's daily performance, even after installing quite a few apps, and I would say that this Blackview phone is a pretty fast performer. When it comes to the image quality, the Blackview phone can take some decent daylight images, but you should not expect any spectacular results. The level of detail could be higher, the dynamic range is usually off, and the color reproduction is not always accurate. The camera does not really impress in low light as there is quite a bit of noise and there is a visible red tint in some of the shots. The selfie camera is not the best, but the pictures will definitely do the trick for social media needs. Currently I'm shooting with the Blackview BV7000 Pro. This is a rugged phone. It has a pretty good design, great specs for the price. And right now I'm just trying to walk a little bit. It's a nice and sunny day. Let's take a close-up shot to see how the continuous autofocus works, if it works. No, I just needed to tap on the display. When it comes to the 1080p video, it is kind of mediocre as the footage could look a little bit sharper. Also, there is no continuous autofocus feature on board. I didn't have any connectivity issues with this device, and even the GPS lock speeds and accuracy were okay. In order to keep the phone relatively slim, Blackview implemented a 3500 mAh battery. Still, the battery performs pretty well as I could constantly get over 6 hours of screen on time. The Blackview BV7000 Pro is a really solid budget IP68 certified and rugged smartphone. Even though there are quite a few budget options out there, this phone is the best designed, in my opinion. Also, it has great specs and decent performance, but as usual to all budget phones, it has a few shortcomings you have to consider before making a purchase. It was Linus, thanks for watching, and if you guys have any questions, please drop me a comment down below. Also, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and please visit gizmochina.com for all the latest and greatest Chinese tech news and reviews. See you soon.